All right, so we stepped into the circle and are being teleported away.
So we step into the circle. It flashes a little bit brighter,
Mhm.
and we are now here.
All right, this looks like a study.
There is a closed door in the circle we are standing in,
Yes.
and there's a desk here with some various notes and materials, a chair, and a bookshelf.
All right. All right. Well, I ritual cast detect magic
Yep,
before we teleported,
yep.
so I just want to scry the room for any active magic at this point, apart from what we've already noticed, like the circle and the ambient light.
Well, as before,
Yes.
yes, the walls, the stones, the floor, the ceiling, the light, and that circle radiate magic.
Yes.
The desk, the chair, and the bookcase do not.
All right. That door should probably be visible from the circle in 30 feet.
Yep.
No magic on that door.
Yes, the door is magical.
All right. So there's a spell on the door, I say, but apart from that, I think everything else is fine.
Yep. Yeah. Someone is very curious about
Hello, Tobias. Can you hear me?
little dice.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hey, no, you can't eat my pen.
it's his pen, he says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cuddle with him. All right. Well, they're obviously not in this room, but they may have spent some time here doing some research.
You have not rolled any investigation checks yet, so probably should start there.
Yes, I want to start on the desk with those possible open books and materials and notes.
Okay.
It seemed like they might be the last things they looked at.
All right.
All right. So, investigation check with your assistance.
Yes.
All right. All right. That brings it up to a 21.
All right. You do notice an awful lot of tracks of traffic, except a little bit different. What you see is a wheelchair that goes up to here with a set of, not sure what that noise was, with a set of uh, staggery footprints beside it, and the even footprints there, and then a second set of footprints that I haven't seen before moves around to here. Lots of this has been disturbed. Some of this has been disturbed, and it looks like someone sat in the chair.
All right.
And then the wheels continue and leave the room.
Well, this individual, whose name I cannot remember, was Malzor did say he was not confined to a wheelchair. He
Yeah.
could walk.
So yeah, it looks like he did go for a
All
bit
right.
of a stroll.
So what do I determine from reading the papers on the desk with that check?
First off, because you are still having comprehend languages functioning, it's all in infernal.
All right.
Excuse me. And what it is, well, all the books on that shelf are records of people that have attempted this process. This process was set up for the purpose of creating immortals.
All
Uh,
right.
this is basically a record keeping office. They have lists of names of people who've tried this, a list of names of people who succeeded, and a very, very large list of names of those who died during the process.
All right.
Now, I would like you to roll a separate intelligence check, please, for anything more specific than that.
13.
All you gain really is this is a facility um, that was created a very, very long time ago. Way earlier than any other recorded thing we've ever come across before. The island would have been young by
All
comparison.
right, so that means this is pre-fall.
Very much so. Maybe even prior to the civilization that was involved in the fall. So this is extreme ancient and long forgotten knowledge.
Well, that is very interesting and very tempting. So this just seems to be a list
Yeah,
of,
this is a record keeping office.
yeah.
And it is a list of basically people have attempted it. This long list of names. They do have some stuff about attributes and skills and stuff. Not really relatable to anything that we do currently because this is all a different civilization. They had a different way of recognizing skills and stuff. It's not like intelligence and that sort of stuff. It was all um,
Right,
things that they did. A lot of that, even though you know the words, you don't know exactly what it meant as far as what they used to do.
right. Is there a dating system to this? Like, is there like an actual, is there a record of like time period? Clearly, this is old. I'm just trying to look for recent,
All right, I
how
would like
recent these records go up to.
All right, I would like you to roll another investigation check. Just yourself, though.
All right. 13. That's rather low.
All right. On the desk
Yeah.
is the most recent records,
All right.
and you notice that the all three or four of these books have been disturbed. Someone's been looking through them,
Yes.
and the one on the top of the screen to your right, as you're sitting in the chair, has been flipped
All
over to basically the last entries.
right. So that's the
And
red book.
sure.
Yes, I know you in color.
Yeah, whatever. It's a book.
Yes.
It has been left at the last page, and there are a list of about 4 or 5 names. They don't mean anything to you, but the ink is very, very old and faded. But the
All right.
last, very, very old and faded,
Okay, hold on, hold on.
and the date system means absolutely nothing to you.
Yeah. So.
The last entry is crisper, easier to read,
Mhm.
and it's not written in Infernal. It is
All right.
written common. It's a name.
Do I recognize the name as?
You've never seen the name before.
Mhm.
What do you want? Just because of a certain situation, the name is Tobias.
Tobias. That's definitely something you just came up with.
Well, it was something different, but now it's going to be Tobias because, well, here he is.
Here he is.
Um, no, you can't eat my pen. You're gonna have to go out.
All right.
Hold on a second. He has to go because otherwise it's going to disturb too much. Say goodbye.
Bye, Tobias. He's a good cat, but he really does.
He's a great cat.
He wants attention all the time.
He's also very young.
Yeah.
And the date is recognizable. It was roughly, according to our current year, about 10 years ago.
All right. Well, I think we may know who that was.
So,
The one good thing of this is if this record is kept up to date somehow, who knows how, that
yep.
means whoever we are pursuing, whose name I cannot remember.
Would you like to remember his name?
Sure,
I will look it up because,
because you do not remember it either.
not that important. Purgal.
Purgal is not that. So I do not think he has succeeded whatever he's attempting to do yet, which appears to be at this point become immortal.
That's what this is all about.
Mhm.
The process of becoming immortal.
Which, technically speaking, a lich is only in the most strictest literal sense of that word.
Well, at this point, you're not certain what the process is,
Yeah.
um, or what the end results are. We do know of some individual who has been through this, apparently. And
But at least yes. And I suspect that might be him.
could be.
All right. Quick question. How long did that take?
This is an awful lot of reading. Your numbers weren't wonderful. Probably about 20 minutes.
All right. So detect magic is going.
Yeah.
Comprehend languages has about 20 minutes left.
Yep.
And mage armor is still good for another 7 hours and plus.
Yeah.
So, all right. This is very interesting. I think it's a very good sign that Purgal has not yet succeeded.
Most likely.
However, it doesn't really tell us too much apart from what he's up to at this point.
No.
Let's, I think we need to continue on now.
All right. On we go.
Yeah.
This door is not locked.
All right.
It is magical. Everything's magical.
Yes.
Ignore that circle.
Okay.
It was just in the process of copying that I ended up with that there.
All right.
We're in a corridor and you see two doors.
All right.
And this is dim lighting. You do notice a light source off to our right.
Okay.
A brighter light source than what we're currently.
A brighter light source than we're used to. All right, then. I'm going to hope with your assistance,
Mhm.
I'm going to look for their tracks.
Go for it.
Oh, that's good. 22.
All right. You easily see their tracks,
All right.
which is kind of odd because what happens is they went through this door.
Mhm.
They stopped. This the set of footprints that's following beside the chair always just walks and then stops where the chair is. Then someone got up, had a look through here, went into this room, went back to the chair. They went down a little bit, and then same process for the next door.
All right.
Apparently, whoever was here went into both those rooms.
Yes, and I came back out. They continued down there. All right. That makes me think that they did not find what they were looking for in that first door, which means I think if well, we have two options, obviously, again.
Great.
Oh, there's
The door, it continues, the hall continues.
yes, but the tracks don't go that way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so they go to all these doors and then continue.
Mhm. They went, the chair goes up. They went through here,
Went to that door, came back out.
stopped. Somebody got in, and you see footprints going through this door.
Yeah.
And then it continues to here. Someone got up, went through this door, and then they continue through.
Okay.
Whatever they're looking for, or whatever they might have found something useful in there, but they continue to the right.
All right. All right. That means we may not need to search those rooms.
Sure.
We could take a look inside if you're curious.
Yeah.
However, we are falling far behind them at this point.
Doesn't take much time to look.
No. All right.
If you want to investigate, it's a different story.
I will I think at the very least, it would be foolish for us not to at least look in these rooms.
All right.
We'll start with that one.
In here, are you going to investigate it all, or are you just going to quick look?
I'll start with a perception check.
All right. Quick perception check, please. No advantage, just quick roll.
16.
Seem to be, you see tracks because they're not being attempted to hidden of only one individual. They went around to these various crates, and there seems to be stuff everywhere. Various kinds of herbs and some liquids and bottles. Not much. But that's all you get for that.
All right, so some alchemicals in there, which might be of use in this process. I don't know if you want to go take a look or not. I did not see any writing that comparable languages can detect, so
Um, well, you'd have to actually investigate
yeah.
that. You can't just have a look through the door.
No, but I don't see any obvious writing.
There's no signs on the door or
Yeah.
posters on the wall or anything.
Or any writing on any of the crates that might determine what's in them. All right. Do you want to look through here to see if there's any alchemical substances you can use?
We'll have time when we're done.
Okay. Next door. So I clearly see something that way.
Yep. As we were here and going through here, it was just a faint light, but now as we get here, it's getting brighter.
A glowing tree.
A tree that's glowing. In this is a bunch of old tomes, a large number of them.
Okay, this is a bit more tempting to me, specifically.
Yep.
All right, I want to do another an investigation takes longer. I don't know. All right, I'll leave this up to you. What I want, what you can determine what type of check it is, because this is what I want to do. I want to look to see if there's any of these books that have been looks like they've been missing or taken that might be important.
All right. Seeing how you're just looking in the room,
Yeah.
and wanting to see if anything's been removed,
Yeah.
Because everything's covered in dust.
Yeah.
A regular perception check.
Yeah.
The DC is not going to be low though.
Well, I rolled low 12.
Yeah. They've been disturbed.
Yeah.
That's obvious because someone's been in this room and has moved things around.
Yeah, sorry. So he did go in there. I assume it's him because the wheelchair keeps stopping. He keeps getting up.
Yeah.
I assume it's him. We don't know who's with him. I assume the footsteps behind the wheelchair at this point are the unseen servant that you mentioned. I didn't know they could leave footprints.
They are a physical force.
Yes. And they do technically take a humanoid shape.
Yep. And they're very, very faint.
Yes. All right. And then they continued on.
Yep.
I think this is another situation where I have to say the same thing you did. We can always look at this later.
All right.
They're already hours ahead of us. Let's not waste any more time.
Okay.
So, the tree.
Yeah. The tree.
No point in asking if it's magical. It obviously is.
It is growing out of the floor. It is, in all aspects, a tree in shape and size, except instead of having leaves, it has various orbs of yellow that are pulsing and throbbing, or whatever you want to call it.
Okay, so not crystalline orbs, like almost like sacs of some sort, or like eggs.
It looks like spheres of light that seem to have a bit of a viscous nature to them that are pulsing brighter and dimmer from time to time.
All right. Do I have any clue what this is?
That would be an Arcana check. Very high DC.
Natural 20.
Oh, you would. That's pretty much what this would take.
Probably.
In a very obscure time in the library, in a book that was very, very old, you did come across something like this. You're not sure, but there's something about this tree that struck your mental
My memory.
well, yeah, it's just sort of struck a chord with you because of recent events in our lives. This tree gains its sustenance by removing it from others.
Okay, it's a parasitic tree of some sort.
Yep.
And there's no bodies in here, so obviously
No,
they made it through.
no bodies in here.
Okay, so Let's ignore the tree from Japanese mythology whose name escapes me at the moment. I'll put it in the video in the shimmer cards.
So we're
Let's,
standing here at the moment,
yeah,
and you see the tracks go into the room and pass by the tree.
yeah. I want to do the same thing, but I want to give it a wider berth to just try and avoid this thing in case it's hostile.
All right,
And let's make it towards that door. Oh, there's two doors.
there are two doors. All right, you
All right.
step into the room.
Yep.
The tracks go by and go through here.
They do not go to the other door.
They do not go to the other door at all.
All right. I want us to hug the wall and follow the corner and then continue turning along the wall to
Okay.
proceed towards the door. I just want to try and avoid that tree as much as possible. Now that I know it might try and drain the life from us.
All right. As we cross here and hug this wall,
Yeah.
spheres or globs, excuse me, whatever you want to call them, release from the tree and float over to us.
That didn't work.
I would like you to roll an initiative check, please.
I rolled a good initiative for once.
What'd you get?
I have a 21.
Wow. Well, you are definitely first.
What do you have?
11. And dead last is the tree.
Well, I mean, it's a tree. They're not dexterous.
Okay.
Okay, so globules of light are floating over to us.
Yep.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm not used to being first.
Yes, all the decision making is up to you.
Yeah, this has happened like maybe twice in the entire campaign. Alright. Well, the most obvious defense against a tree is fire. I do not have that, but you might be able to deal with that. Alright. I want to see if we can damage these globules and prevent them from hitting us. I'm going to target the nearest one.
Yep.
And I'm going to set a cloud of frostbite at it.
All right.
You can't. Let's see if this works. So, Constitution saving throw.
It rolled an 18 without modifiers.
That's a success.
Something odd happens though.
All right.
The frostbite. You see this, you know the effect.
Yeah.
But the energy just seems to fade away, like it's being absorbed.
Oh, that's not a good sign. It ate my spell.
It is a bit brighter now.
Okay, I'm going to move towards the door.
All right.
With my movement.
You can get almost like we started here, took our time, so used up a bit of your movement, and then you got to about here.
Okay. So I'm basically at the door.
Yep.
Alright, I say, it seems to absorb magic. I don't know if that means burning it is a good idea or not. That's the end of my turn.
Alright, there are a number of globes that are getting closer to us. I could try firebolting it, if you like.
Yeah, or something bigger.
Well, if it feeds off energy from spells, I don't want to give it a whole pile of energy. I think a cantrip should be enough for.
Alright. Yeah, it's a tree. It's probably not hard to hit.
No, it's not even trying to move. The firebolt hits the tree, and the energy of the firebolt is absorbed into the tree.
No damage.
No damage.
Alright. I said, I think we're just running then.
Alright, at this point, 2 globes.
Are you going to move on your turn?
Yeah, I joined you.
Okay.
And at this point, 2 globes are going to attach to you, one to you, one to me.
All right. Is there is there a roll
I'd
for
like
this?
you to roll
Okay.
a. One sec. Check.
Sounds like dexterity.
No.
Oh,
It's
so they just attach to us.
It is a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Really do need to get permission to do that.
Whoa! That's a good number for me. How about you?
I rolled a natural 1.
Double damage! I love it! Hold on a sec. Oh, really?
I hope that was low.
Double to 2.
Double to 2.
So this is what happens. A globule tries to attach to me and just seems to bounce off. For some reason I managed to prevent it from attaching to me. On your case, it went.
Yeah.
But then again, it doesn't seem to be absorbing that much. But you have a globule attached to it this one.
All right, so it is attached to me.
Yep.
I took 2 points of. Do I know what type of damage?
It is an energy drains, but it's not narcotic. It's just you'll feel a little bit weaker. It's very odd. This is not a type of magic you've ever felt before.
Right, so I don't know the damage type.
No.
So I have a globule attached to me. Is there a condition for this?
Nope.
Nope. Was that the tree's turn?
That was the tree's turn. You're up.
All right. Well, the first thing I kind of want to do is try and get this thing off me. I don't know how I'm going to do that, though. Well, blasting with magic seems like it's not going to work. I will attempt
Want to blast yourself with magic?
Well, I can target the globule with, but that didn't work.
Sure.
Frostbite and magic missile can just target the globule, but spells do not seem to be having an effect on it. Which I guess leaves me with trying to remove it physically.
Woohoo! Strength.
I guess that is what I am down to.
All right. You're gonna physically try and rip this thing off of you.
I mean, I do not have anything else. I do not know if there's a way I can try to do this and use my dexterity instead of my strength. This sounds strength-based.
Not dexterity.
No, it's
That's
strength-based.
Yeah.
All right. I hope the DC is not too high. Well, I rolled a natural 20. -1.
Yep.
So,
All right. This was unexpected.
yes, it is. I'm very happy.
You grab the globule, and you actually managed to pull it off of you.
But I chuck it to the other side of the room because of natural 20.
It is now stuck to your hands.
Oh, come on! I rolled a natural 20. That should count for something.
Apparently not. I wish you had to roll a natural 20 on something else, but you didn't. All right.
That is the biggest waste of a natural 20 ever.
Yeah.
So, I can't get it off my hands now.
Yep, stuck to your hands. Both of them.
Which means I can't open the door.
No.
Open the door, I say to you, these things do not seem to
All right.
let go.
I go to the door. It is locked. I will attempt to open it.
I hope this causes much trouble for the other group as this is causing us.
I do not succeed. At which point, another globule tries to attach to me, and another one tries to attach to you.
Joy.
I would like a Constitution saving throw, please.
Do I have to make 2 because 1 is attached to me?
No, just one.
Is 1?
Oh!
No, please.
Terrible.
It is not a natural 20, but it is a 19.
All right. This is what happens. The globule tries to attach to you. You
resist it.
You resist. Both globules release.
Okay, so we just have to make the saving throw.
I did not.
Okay.
I take 4 points of damage.
4?
Yep.
Now, the damage doesn't seem to be too high.
Yeah. Alright.
Nothing else seems to be happening.
No, you're up.
Alright. I do not have lockpicks.
Nope.
I already used my knock scroll.
Nope.
Well, I can try Dimension Door, I guess, on the other side of the door.
Possibly.
I have no clue what is on the other side, so that is risky.
Very much so. You don't even know how far to teleport.
No. I mean, a few feet on the other side would usually be safe. Alright. Give me a second while I look up something I do not do very often.
Misty step.
No, I do that all the time. Okay, it only affects dexterity saving throws. That was the thing I was looking up.
What?
I was looking up the dodge action, which is something we don't do very often.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect Constitution saving throws, though.
No.
Alright. I am going to ask her a bit of leeway here as I'm going to grab onto your shoulder.
Yep.
Unless that's where the globule is. In which case, I'll grab onto the other shoulder.
Yep.
I would like to hold my action to drag you through that door as soon as you get it open.
Alright. I attempt to pick the lock.
Yep.
I again fail.
Oh dear.
And 2 more globules are going to try to attach to us. Constitution saving throw, please.
Well, it's 2 this time, not 3.
No, 1 each.
Yeah.
I already have 1 on me.
Oh, okay.
2 ones trying to attach to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I fail again.
15?
You fail as well.
Okay, so it's a high DC.
This time you take 2 points of damage.
At least that damage isn't high.
I take 11 points of damage.
Okay. Oh, you have 2.
I have 2.
Okay.
Oh, my screen went blank for a second. It's okay.
Yeah, screen went dark there for a second.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're up.
Alright. I am going to repeat what I was going to do last time. However, this is the last time I'm going to try this, otherwise I'm trying something else. I'm going to give you one more opportunity to try and pick this lock.
Alright, I'll try and pick the lock.
Holding my action to drag us through as soon as you succeed.
I do not succeed.
Alright then.
I would like you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Is another one of these trying to attach to me?
Yes.
And a third is trying to attach to you.
And a third is trying to attach to me.
Have to roll high. That's another natural 1.
Alright, so that gives me a total of 20. So,
I rolled a natural 1 again.
yep, hold on a second. So what happens is I resist the third, and all 3 of them bounce off of me.
Yep.
Here, on the other hand, you
And a second one, and I'm going to take a whole bunch of damage.
you now have 2.
Yep.
And this is not going to be nice. Oh, actually I rolled bad. Total of 12 points of damage.
Yeah, it's still not fun.
Sorry, what'd you roll? Sorry, I brought right down the damage you took last time.
It was 2.
2. Thank you. Alright. You're up.
I have a horrible thought that occurs to me as I plan to try this. Was my
Okay.
I said, All right. Well, I think we're all right. We're going to try and get us on the other side of this door.
Yep.
Here's hoping these things don't just absorb spells they're not aimed at them. I'm going to cast Dimension Door, forming the portal, the little whirlpool in space that I create.
Yep.
I'm going to step and pull us through that and Dimension Door us 2 feet on the other side of that door.
All right.
Basically just 2 feet ahead of us.
You go to cast the spell, and you go through the semantics and everything. As the energy builds, it bleeds away from you into the orbs that are attached to you.
Ah! I was concerned about that.
Yep.
All right, I say you have to get us through here, I guess.
All right.
You have the ring.
But you want me to use the ring of the ram?
To blast through the door? That might work. You currently have no globules attached to you, so that should be fine.
That's one. Ring or pick lock?
You failed to pick the lock 3 times.
Yeah, and the DC keeps getting higher.
Yes, which, as I understand it, means it gets more difficult each time.
Yep.
I think this is desperate measures are called for here at the moment.
All right. 1, 2, or 3 charges. I know we have precedent here, but 1, 2,
Well,
or 3.
that's up to you. I have no control over that.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check here. Hold on a sec.
All 3 charges will give you plus 15 to break this door.
Yes, but this might feed our buddy here.
Well, you're not attached to anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna use 1 charge.
All right.
I trigger the ring. The ring
Yep.
of the force goes out and is immediately absorbed.
Ah! This is one of the hardest things we've had to deal with.
Yeah.
So all magic energy in the presence of this.
3 feeds it.
They made it through here somehow.
Yes. Anyway, it's now
The tree's turn again.
Constitution saving throw, please. I'm going to use luck. That's a bad number.
Well, I rolled another 15, which I remember correctly is a fail.
Yep. Oh! Anyway, used 2 points of luck, and I managed to succeed. You failed.
Yep.
So you have 3 on you now.
This is not going well.
And you take 15 points of damage.
Yeah, this is getting out of hand.
Yep.
All right. I hope you have a plan here, because I'm running out of ideas.
Let's see if I have a plan. I do not.
Do you have any method of setting fires that are not magical?
Yeah, flint and tinder. Remember, we used it on the plateau.
Yes, but flint and tinder is a far stretch from burning down a tree.
True, I could light a candle. That's
Still
all
a far
I
cry from burning down a tree.
have. True.
All right.
Do you want me to try that on my turn?
I think we should get out of this room.
All right.
I'm going to say, let's get out of here and regroup and come up with a better plan.
So you want to head back down that
Yep.
hole? All
I'm
right.
going to use my action to dash. I'm heading for the door to the study.
All right. So we're standing. Well, basically at this point we've been milling
Yep.
around the door doing a bunch of stuff. 30 feet gets you to here,
60 feet.
and then 30 more feet gets you to here.
Did these things let go of me?
They do not.
Alright, so proximity is not going to be a problem, it seems.
As a matter of fact, the globules are following us. Oops, sorry.
Alright.
So, I join you. And it's now the tree's turn. No more globules are attempting to attach to me.
Alright, so there is a distance factor here.
They are attempting to attach to you. I would like you to roll Constitution saving throw, please.
Wait, what? One of them is trying to attach to me?
Yep. And they're not even bothering to try with me anymore.
Alright, so the tree is somehow sapient.
Figured something out.
Well, that's a 13.
Alright. This is gonna hurt. So now 4 attached to you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. 9 points of damage.
It's not so terrible. I'm running low on hit points here.
Yes. Oh, so I better add those up.
I'm at 21 hit points. I've been keeping track of it.
Right. Well, I have all the minuses here. I just haven't added them up yet. Alright. Your turn.
Alright. Well, so the globules are still chasing us?
They are chasing you.
Alright. Well, that's not going to go with... So the door is still open.
No, it's not.
What? We didn't close it.
I know.
Oh, good grief. Are all the doors closed? So this is a trap. Well, I'm basically dead. He laughs as I say that. Well, the one thing I can try to do is drink a healing potion.
Alright. You can do that.
But it's probably not going to work. Alright, I will use the potion of superior healing the Archmage gave me.
Alright. Drink away.
Yep. Alright, I heal 12 hit points.
You heal 12 hit points.
Right, so that does work at the very least.
You feel,
Yep.
because the magic is internal and not in the atmosphere, that it functions.
Well, I can't teleport inside myself, so that doesn't help.
No, it does not.
Alright, we can at least heal.
Yep. And we have lots of potions.
Yeah. Might be using. Alright, I think we need to... We're not going to be able to run from this. I think we need to kill this tree somehow.
Oh, that's a good number. Do you have any portents that are going to allow you to end up with a much higher number than 15?
I'd have done this a long time ago if I did.
Right. My luck can't affect you.
No, it cannot.
I made 3 successes, and they're no longer bothering me.
Alright, so I've made 1 success.
Yeah.
So,
At which point now, it's time for another one to try to attach to. Roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
yep. 9.
1 more attaches to you.
How much is that? 5?
You have 5 attached to you now.
So, if they're D6s, which I think they are, they could drain potentially 30 hit points out of me.
Mm-hmm. 18 points of damage.
I'm at 15 hit points.
Yep.
If I fail again, I'm going to, in all likelihood, be at 0. Alright. Well, I hope you have some idea, something up your sleeve, because otherwise I'm dead.
I could give you the superior healing potion that the Archmage gave me.
Yeah, that's not a solution.
No, it's only a delaying factor.
Yeah. Well, you can hand me the potion, just I'll drink it on my turn.
Yep, I give you the potion.
But we need to do something about that tree.
I can try setting a fire underneath it, and that should look like a natural
Yeah,
fire.
that'll take a while though. But that's your only plan.
This is all we have.
Yeah.
So I go up to the tree, and I take out my flint and tinder.
You have any oil?
Actually, yeah, I do have oil flasks.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. I gotta make sure, because it's been so long since we've done anything mundane. Wow. It has been so long. But yes.
Since my turn's up first, or are we still in it? I'm going to drink the potion first.
Yes, you can make the potion.
One better than last time.
Plus 13.
Yep. I'm still within danger of dropping dead here, I suspect.
Yep.
Do you manage to set the tree on fire?
I'm in the process. I rolled a number to see how long this is going to take, and it's taking more than 6 seconds.
All right.
Roll another Constitution saving throw, please.
$13.
One more globule attaches to you.
That's 6.
That is 6 globules. I'm gonna run out of D6s here. There's for 18 points of damage.
I'm still standing, barely.
What's your hit point total now?
10.
And all right, I rolled really bad on my dex check. You're just gonna stand there and watch me do this?
Is there anything I can do to assist?
Roll a dexterity check. You can probably help with that.
All right, the first thing I want to do is I'm going to drink the refilling healing potion,
All right, do that.
which is not going to get me healed up enough, I suspect, but it's the only thing I can do. Yeah, I regained 8 hit points, which they've been draining more of for several turns.
Okay, you're at
And
18.
Yep, and then I will try to assist you with a fire somehow.
All right, do so.
Just a straight roll.
Yeah, straight dex check.
Dexterity, okay. 13.
Well, you're helping,
Yep.
but it's not going to be this round.
All right.
Which means you need to roll another Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah.
Roll well.
10.
Rolling. You have
Yes,
plus-
you made this DC way too high.
The highest number you rolled is a 15.
No, the highest
sorry.
number I rolled was a 19.
Yes, and that one was
That's the one success.
Yes, the 15 is a fail. All right. Where's my other D6? There we go. You now have 6
7.
of these. Oh, I might have missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, it was 7. Keep adding the die. Keep forgetting to do the ticks.
I mean, their D6s, just on averages, I'm unconscious or dead.
Alright, that's 10. Yeah, but I roll really bad with D6s. 3, 7. Believe it or not, that is 11 points of damage.
I'm at 7 hit points.
All right. At this point, I managed to get a fire burning underneath this tree. It is not affecting it.
So I'm dead.
Possibly. So, that is our turn. I would like you to roll another Constitution saving throw, please.
17?
One short.
It's a DC 18?
It's a DC 18.
You made this way too high.
So this is what happens. another globule attaches to you.
That's 8.
Yeah, I've got bother rolling because I can't roll under 7 with 8 die.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, roll.
Hmm?
Roll. It's important. The damage might be important.
No, this is what happens. They absorb 6 points of life from you.
What? They.
Then they disengage and float back to the tree. You are at 1 hit point.
Yes, I'm at 1 hit point.
And then you hear a number of clicks.
All right. I failed to see what the point of that was.
It'll all be made clear at some point, maybe, depending upon how good our checks are.
Well, I'm at 1 hit point, which means I'm barely able to stand on my feet.
You are exhausted. This is what the feel you have. Like you feel like you've run a marathon.
I'm not actually exhausted, I take it.
No, but you're very, very tired. You don't have the exhausted condition.
All right. Yeah.
You're weak. I do have another.
Do not give it to me.
Yeah.
Because as long as we're in here, these things are just going to keep draining life out of us.
All right. So I take it you want to go through this door.
Yes.
All right. Go through the door. And we end up in here. Would you like that healing potion now?
I want to close the door first. And yes, then I will take the healing potion.
Okay. Now you can take a superior healing potion.
All right. I heal 13 hit points, which
You're
is
at
pathetic.
14. Yeah. Back to level 2.
All right. I would like to take a short rest.
Well, if you're going to take a short rest, don't drink the healing potion.
No, I was going to drink the healing potion.
Oh, all right.
We can
All right,
still
so
get attacked during our short rest.
Yeah, true enough. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lunch break sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
We've been at this a while anyway. So we sit down, we break with some food, and have a short rest.
Yeah.
During the short rest, we hear sounds of explosions
Right.
that go on for about half a minute.
Mhm.
And then it stops.
All right. So we get our short rest.
You get a short rest. You can roll as many hit die as you feel like.
All right.
And regain some spells. Do you cast any spells?
Yes, I have.
All right, you can regain those as well. I did not cast any spells. So I got one. I'll roll some hit die. I can regain some health.
Been so long since I have had to regain health and hit points. Is it I add my Constitution modifier to the total or just each die I roll?
Each die you roll.
Right.
I'm back to full.
All right. I'm just going to. Yeah, I'm gonna
Roll
roll.
them all.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah. So that gets me back up to full.
All right. This is kind of how
I'm not done yet. I haven't finished my spells yet.
All right. I just sit and you eat and relax. You feel your energy coming back to you as if it was never removed. Seems to be easier to heal because it wasn't actually real in some sense.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
Maybe something in all of this in this room here may shed light on it.
All right. Now that that's taken care of, what direction were the explosions coming from, by the way? Not this room, obviously.
No, not this room. Uh, that way.
So
No,
the
so
door.
somewhere off in that direction.
The door.
Yeah, possibly.
All right. Well, do you want to take time to investigate this room?
Well, it's up to you. It does look very important.
It does look very important. They're not here, and they seem to be getting into a fight.
Yeah. Basically, what happened is the same thing as before. The wheelchair
Yeah.
comes in here. Someone stands beside it. Footprints get up, wander everywhere, sit down a little bit here, and then spend a lot of time at this desk.
Yeah.
And then also this table here
Yep.
has seen some recent use.
All right. All right. Why don't you investigate the alchemical stuff, and I'll investigate the books.
All right. Okay, between roll, please, just
Yeah.
before I give out too much information.
All right. I rolled a 13.
All right, between the both of us, we gather that this table
Yeah.
is associated with this table and this bookcase. And what it is, the process is there is an elixir that needs to be made and consumed in the processes coming.
Yeah.
This is kind of like a initial stage where you are preparing for this final ritual. This one here, which has not seen any use at all, really,
Mhm.
is for a much more difficult process, but it seems more benign. This one
Yeah.
is a much darker process. It's easier to succeed, but it requires a sacrifice.
Which is what the person was brought here for. Yes.
Yeah. And that is the one that seems to be abused the most. And you can see this. These books here have been disturbed. Some of them are actually missing,
Yeah.
and someone went through an awful lot of effort and time preparing, we assume, another elixir.
Well, the process to create a lich requires the consumption of an elixir, as we've seen on the Isle of Fog. We saw someone attempt to become a lich there.
Yep.
And it does require a sacrifice because that goes into a phylactery. So I think we're dealing with someone who is trying to become a lich here.
A full-blown lich.
Yep. For all the difference that's going to make. Well, it's going to make the difference to someone who's going to die.
Well, um, this process is, like I said, relatively benign. Someone is risking their life, but they're not taking the cheap shortcut.
Yeah.
So the other process, this process, is not going to be a process that's going to produce someone that's nice.
Which is kind of a moot point. All right. Well, I think we need to hurry.
All right, now that we're rested and
Mhm.
we've done some work, we go to this door.
Yeah.
This door is not locked.
All right. Open the door.
This door leads to
Yeah,
a
more teleportation circles.
yep, and there is a sign. One here, and one here, and two arrows, one pointing in each direction.
All right. Well, my comprehend languages is worn off.
It is in Infernal.
I will ritual cast comprehend languages
Yep,
because this is probably important.
yep. After you do so, you read the signs. It comes basically to this as a conclusion. If you take the right circle, you continue the trial, and be what may. You can take the left circle, and it removes you from the trials, and you can leave.
We're not part of the trials, though, is the problem.
True. And the wheelchair and individuals went through the right one.
All right. Is there signs of explosions in here?
Nope.
All right. So clearly there's just further in the dungeon.
Nope.
Well, we didn't drink the potions, which
We
means
didn't even make the potions.
no. I mean, the process is what? To become a lich? Neither of us want that.
No.
No. So I guess we continue.
On we go.
Mm.
We enter into a room,
Yep.
and there's a door at the end.
All right. Again, no signs of any obvious explosions.
None.
All right. They may be really ahead of us at this point.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Depends on how well they did. They may have to take rests as well.
All right.
And also, that process I can give you for free is not simple. It wasn't short.
So it's not quick. All right. They may not be too far ahead of us then, but we still need to catch up.
Yeah. On we go.
Yep. Ah, that looks like explosions or scorch marks.
This room, upon opening it, we see two obvious things. First, there's a massive, and I mean massive statue. It's a stone statue of a knight kneeling. It is all stone, every last bit of it.
Okay.
And then there are scorch marks, pock marks, all kinds of damage done in this room.
Yep.
The statue is immaculate.
Okay.
Currently, we've opened the door and we're standing here.
All right. And there's a door behind the statue, it seems.
Yep. That's basically just right there.
All right. Do these look like scorch marks look like the result of things like fireballs or glyphs of warding? I want to try and figure out what's going on here without wasting too much time.
Yep.
All right, now I'm rolling well again. 21.
Could have done that in the last room to save yourself a lot of trouble. um, every spell that you can think of probably happened in this room at one point in time, and some of it has been very, very recent. Some
All right,
some of it's been there forever.
but again, that brings to what end? There's no writing in here, right? Because I have comprehend language still going.
No.
All right, is this statue going to attack us? Is this a test of some sort?
You read a fair amount, but you rolled pretty low. I'll give you one intelligence check to see if you gleaned this particular aspect of this out.
18.
All of the writing in that room, the prior room,
Yeah.
referred to ongoing tests
Okay.
to see if you are sufficient to survive and warrant this process.
Yeah.
It is basically everything is designed here to eliminate you if you're unworthy.
All right, except for the fact it hasn't.
Hasn't so far, no. But this does seem to be more of like the final area.
All right, so this is likely going to be combat.
Yeah.
Well, I could try and get us to skip this room. I have no clue what the other side of that door is like, though.
Well, we have tried to bypass before and unsuccessfully.
Yes, that might have just been because of the tree, or it could just be the fact there are safeguards to prevent that.
Well, yeah, this is a setup for magic users to put them through some form of ordeal to see if they're worthy or whatever. Someone's idea of worthy.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to proceed and see what happens because.
All right. We step into the room.
Yep.
And in typical old Zelda fashion,
yep.
Door closes behind us, and the statue gets up. There are no letters saying,
So I assume we're rolling for initiative.
oh yeah. Sure.
I have a 9.
All right. Our buddy here has a natural 20.
And what do you have?
5. I rolled really bad.
Eh.
Hey. It does seem to be a little slow,
Yep.
but it is quicker than us at this point. I guess we're in a little awe of this really tall statue. It is, well, basically just, scraping the ceiling.
All right.
It's very tall. It has a very large two-handed sword.
All right. What are the dimensions in this room?
It is 20 feet by 40 feet, and it looks like it barely fits.
That's not what I was what I was concerned about.
Oh, I mean, like, am I going to fireball the room?
I suspect we're going to have to do something.
All right, so it is up first. Odds or evens?
I take evens.
Well, we're back to normal now because it's going to attack me.
Good. My nerves can use a break.
Yes, you've had a rough haul of it all. Alright, it is going to roll to try and hit me. That is a 13. That's an 18 total. If I cast shield, I will evade that attack, so I will. I'll use the ring.
Alright.
Second swing. That is a 16, going up to 21. That hits.
Alright.
I'm going to use this die very well. There it is. Oh, that's a good number. I take 17 points of damage.
Alright. Well, this is clearly a serious test.
It is a serious... Well, from what you gather from the books,
Yeah.
everything on here is serious.
Well, if only we could have just quit and left. We could not.
Yes. You're up.
Mostly because who knows where we'd end up. Alright, as tempting as it is to just blast this thing and see if that is what solves this problem.
Yep.
Because near as I can tell, that's what happened. That sword looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
Alright, well, Xanathia gave us this scroll.
Oh, yeah! Excellent!
I will cast Mirror Image from the scroll.
Alright, roll a d20, please.
15, unless I'm adding something.
You are not adding anything.
Alright.
Oh, that's way back at the beginning of my notes. Hold on a sec. You end up with 3 images, as always. But they
Okay.
seem... You get a feeling that they're actually better in some way. Something about the magic seems to be a little bit different about them. You seem more protected.
Okay. I'm going to maneuver to the far side of the room. Or wait, does that... No, wait, it's in melee with us?
Yes. You can't get out of melee range of this thing, no matter where you go.
Alright, and it's probably not going to matter then. Alright, I'll just end my turn.
Alright.
We come to you now.
I saw what you did.
Mhm.
I didn't like getting hit. I'm going to try the same scroll.
Alright.
Why not? That's what they're for. I roll an 11. I also end up with 3 images and seem to feel better protected.
All right, whatever that means.
Top of the round. This thing doesn't care. It's going to roll.
No, I assume it's just a construct that's going to attack.
Yep. Oh, evens.
All right, it's going for me. So I roll to see if it's going to hit me or the illusion.
Yep.
That's an 11, so it's hitting the illusion.
Yes. Yeah, it's illusion's gone.
All
Oh,
right,
sorry.
so
I have to roll first. My bad.
you have to actually roll to hit.
Natural 20. Ooh. That's a good thing that you hit an illusion. Second hit. Oh, roll again. Sorry. Actually, no. That doesn't make sense.
That's going to hit me.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 3.
It actually seems to be heading for an illusion.
All right, so the number is a lot lower.
Yep, but it misses it.
All right,
That's its turn.
my turn.
Your turn. You are down an image.
I'm down 1 image. Well, if this is meant to be a test... Well, I have a few options here.
Yep.
But I'm going to go with something that's... If this is a test, let's see how they like... Yeah, I'm going to go for something special and extra special that this test may have never seen before.
Frost breath?
I'm casting Frost Breath, the 4th level.
Whoa! Go for the big one.
So, Constitution saving throw.
Yep. Oh, you're gonna be a happy magic user.
What?
Natural 1 on its saving throw.
Okay! So, 4d10 cold damage times 2.
Oh, that's a good one.
Low roll. 17 double to 34.
Oh, that is a low roll.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 and a 2.
And it is encased in ice.
Alright. Did it look like it took damage from that? You said it was pristine.
It was. Not anymore.
Okay, so maybe they just get a new one every time, or repairs? I don't know. I'm not sure how this test works, but it worked.
It worked. It is frozen.
Yes.
It is my turn.
Yes. Unfortunately, your area effect spell is not friendly in these quarters.
No. I could probably still make it work, but I think I want to try something else. Seeing how it is currently restrained, I get advantage on
Attack rolls against the target.
And I will...
It is in melee with you, though, so they cancel out.
I think I'm going to trigger the Ring of the Ram.
Alright. It's got 2 charges left.
2 charges.
Are you gonna use both? Alright.
Ah!
Plus 7 to hit.
And a 17 to start off with. So yes, that hits.
Yes. 4d10. Same. This is what I rolled.
Well, we'll pass this test with flying colors, hopefully. For 23 points of damage. Yep.
So, 57 points of damage to this thing.
Yep, and it's knocked back. Well, actually, just slides.
It slides back
It's
10
up-
feet.
It's up against the door now. Literally. Alright, it is its turn. It is unintelligent. It will attempt to break free.
Alright. Strength check to break free.
Yep. And another natural 1.
Nope. That's his action.
That's his whole action. Can't do anything else. You're up.
Alright. Well, I do not have any attack roll spells.
Yeah.
You may want to rectify that at some point, because Frost Breath really does lend itself to assisting with that.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to hit it with another tried and true classic. I'm going to hit it with Magic Missile.
All right.
At third level.
All right.
Plus one more. Plus 4. 12 plus 5 is 17 points of force damage to it.
17 it is.
I did the same amount of damage, well, admittedly with a third level spell as I did with a fourth.
Yeah.
74 points of damage by my count.
Yes. It is seeming to be quite damaged.
Okay, this is working, I say.
Yeah. My turn.
Since I'm out of its melee range at the moment, I'm just going to move towards the corner. I don't know if it's going to make any difference at all.
No, it's really.
Move to the right corner of the room of the door. That's
Yep.
All right.
I will
Your turn.
probably go the other way, but not at the moment. I'm going to unload the wand of magic missiles into it. 6 charges.
6 charges. That's a big one. You're emptying your magic items by conserving your spell slots, at least.
Yeah, just in case. Who knows what's going to come up. But I didn't like getting hit by this thing.
Yeah, it did do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Well, it's a big honking sword.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six charges it is.
All right.
Oh, there's a couple of 4s. Oh, there's 3 4s.
It's a good start.
And then there's 3 1s.
That always is bad.
Yes, that's 15, 20. For 28 points of damage.
Okay, it's taking 102 points of damage.
Yep. It is looking rough.
Got a lot of hit points, this thing.
Got a lot of hit points.
All right, it's its turn.
Yep.
I assume it's going to try and break free again.
It is going to try and break free. It now rolls a 2. I gotta stop bothering with boss monsters. This just doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, you just need to throw that tree at us from now on.
Yeah, I know. That was just something. It was interesting.
No, it was terrifying.
It is not going anywhere.
All right. My turn.
Yep.
How damaged is this? This thing's looking really damaged, you said?
Quite damaged, relatively speaking, because it has taken over 100 hit points. But
2
it's
rounds.
still-
Alright, I'm hoping this thing's going to be falling apart soon. I'm going to try hitting it with Frostbite.
Alright,
Just a cantrip. I want to see if it's almost gone.
it fails.
Alright. Well, that's 2 points of cold damage.
I'm not sure what you're trying to glean from that, but not much apparently.
And for what it's worth, has disadvantage on its next weapon attack.
If it ever breaks out of the ice.
Yeah. I was just
Alright.
trying to see if I could bring it down with the cantrip and conserve spell slots.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah. It did
I
not
have
work.
not burned any spell slots. I guess it's time.
Right?
We're not
Another high level magic missile might be a good idea.
Well, currently we're not melee with it because it's backed up right against the wall. I get advantage. I'm gonna try a 2nd level chromatic orb,
Right?
and I gotta set it to cold because it's already taking damage from cold.
You can't set it to force, so yeah. Don't forget you have advantage on the attack roll.
Yep. Same number twice.
Is it a good number?
No, not good enough.
Are you gonna use luck?
I have 1 point of luck left.
That's always the risky part.
I think I might want to hang on to it. I miss.
So it smashes into the floor. Okay.
It does something.
Yep.
Doesn't hurt it.
It covers the floor in a patch of frost.
Yep.
All right. So it's its turn now.
This is funny. First attempt to break out was a 1. Second attempt to break out was 2. The third attempt to break out was a
3?
3.
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. It's not the clearest, but I can see it.
Yep. This is pathetic.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't make much difference, but Frostbite disadvantage only lasts for the turn, so it's gone. No.
You're up. Our last round was not stellar. I did nothing. You did too.
Yes. At least I damaged it. That wasn't meant as a slight against you. I'm just saying, at least it's something happened.
What are you gonna do this round?
All right, I'll hit it with another magic missile. This time at 2nd level.
All right.
Want to try and conserve spell slots as many spell slots as I can. But this is clearly a test of combat. Okay. 13. 17 seems to be the magic number for me at the moment. $121 points of damage.
Yep. It is. How do you tell if a statue is nearing its end?
Falling apart? Cracks or like there's holes in it? I don't know.
Well, it's encased in ice. You
Yep.
do see lots of cracks in it.
All right, I think it's almost gone, but that's the best I can do.
Yep. Well, the chromatic orb failed me.
You could try again. Or just hit with a firebolt.
Well, yeah, I think that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what fire is going to do to it, but I will try. Firebolt.
There's a lot of scorch marks here. I think someone else tried fire.
Plus, I miss.
You missed this thing twice!
Yeah.
Okay. I do not
actually-
want to pick up an attack roll, a spell with an attack roll.
Yeah. Oh! It shatters the ice with a 19.
Alright, it's no longer frozen, but that is its action.
Yep.
So I assume we get even more clear view of how damaged this thing is now. The ice is no longer obstructing it a little bit.
Those cracks, you can see energy sort of crackling between all the bits and pieces. It is holding together marginally.
So I assume it's going to move back into melee with us.
It steps forward, yes.
That's all it can do.
Yep.
Alright. It's definitely on its last limbs, I say.
Yep.
Alright. And as I say that, I'm going to bring up my hands again, and I'm going to cast another magic missile. This time just at 1st level.
Okay.
$11 points of force damage.
Alright. This is what happens.
132 points of points of damage.
It's standing there with his two-handed sword, getting ready to smack us, and your bolts of energy shoot through, and you see all the bits and pieces sort of fly out for a little bit, and then they all condense back into it. It steps back, kneels, and looks pristine again.
Alright, so it is some sort of self-repairing statue, but I think we passed the test.
It is no longer active.
Alright. Do the doors unlock?
You never checked. You want to check that?
I'm going to cross to the room to the other side of the door. The other door? I'm gonna...
Unlocked.
Alright. I said, looks like we passed. And Xanaphia's mirror images go away, I assume.
Yeah. And this is what's in the other room. This is not exactly accurate, but this is the best I could do. In the center of the room, is a pedestal or a lectern, I think is probably the better way of saying it.
Yeah.
And on the lectern is a large tome.
Yeah.
To the left, standing upright, not laying down, stuck in the floor, is a wooden staff with an orb at the top of it
Yeah.
that is giving off a very, very painful black light. It's hard on your eyes.
Okay.
If we're in the modern world, I would call it black light. But
Okay. Or ultraviolet.
yeah.
Okay.
The staff to the other side on the left is sticking in the floor as well, and on it is a glowing yellow orb, and it has a very pleasant look to it. You like how it feels.
All right. So good, evil, and the book is neutral.
Well, we're not alone in this room.
Oh.
Standing at the book, currently looking at it. Hold on a second, see if you've noticed this. Has not noticed us.
You didn't hear all the spells being cast off? Okay. Really
Uh,
engrossed.
he is currently a very old gentleman. There's a wheelchair there. There's a guy standing beside the wheelchair, kind of swaying a little bit. Looks completely and totally out of it. There's a very old gentleman poring over the book.
I assume that's the abducted student.
Yes, and you do recognize Purgal from the
The
illusion
description.
that
All right.
the Malzer had cast.
All
He is
right.
currently engrossed in reading. You see his fingers going over the page, and he flips pages, and he's looking, and he every now and then he'll glance to the right or the left,
Yeah.
and you see in his other hand is a large flask of something
Yeah.
that seems to be giving off a bit of vapor,
Yeah.
and it is very unpleasant. There's something
Yeah.
about it you just get a creepy feel about.
And I see the fact there are doors out of this room.
There are two doors,
Yeah.
one in front of each of those stabs.
Okay. All right. So I assume this is the finale.
Well, I would assume that this is the final stage, whatever it is.
Yeah. So I assume I will roll an Arcana check. I assume I can recognize someone who's under some sort of magical control, but this individual.
All right, roll. No!
Well, I rolled really bad. 12.
You have no clue. I whisper in your ear very quietly. He's drugged.
So not a spell.
I rolled a natural 20 on my med
Okay.
check.
So not a spell then.
Nope, he has been drugged up.
Okay. Well, that saves the idea of me using Dispel Magic.
This was a minor amount of activity. I would like you to roll a stealth check at this point, please.
Right. 24.
All right, more than enough.
All right, going off of that says, well, if we want to prevent him from proceeding, there are two things we can do.
Yep.
Got a surprise round in.
Yeah. Blow the snot out of the old bugger.
Yeah. Two, we could destroy the potion vial.
Yes.
Yes.
What you've gathered so far from this process, if he decides to go through the right door, which we seem to think he is aiming for, he needs two things. He needs to drink that potion.
Yeah.
And he needs to kill
The kid.
his person.
Yeah.
If he goes through the right door, he needs to drink another type of potion, which he doesn't have with him at the moment. And then there's something involving these two stabs that we don't know anything about.
So this is the final stage. All right. Well, as fun as it would be to destroy the potion, to smash the potion vial on the ground,
Yeah.
because I imagine that would frustrate him to a great deal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were just sent to find out what's going on here. We weren't really sent to kill him.
We were sent to rescue him
Yes.
and bring him back.
He doesn't look like he needs rescuing. The
No,
student's the one who looks like he needs rescuing.
there's that.
Yeah. Um.
Oh, second natural 20 in a row. I'm wasting these things. I whisper in your ear,
Yeah.
one of us should go for the potion,
Yeah.
and one of us should go for the student. You can't do this without both of them.
All right. Well, you understand medicine the best of the two of us, so you're probably the best of rousing this chance of rousing the student.
Hmm.
So I guess I'll go for the potion.
All right. So you rolled really well in your stealth.
Yeah.
How do you want to go about, uh, well, I assume breaking this potion vial?
Well, I cannot cast magic missile at inanimate objects.
You can't?
Uh,
Well, that's
this-
because there's no attack roll involved.
there's no attack roll. A spell targets creatures usually. If you'll let me blast the vial with the magic missile, I'll do that.
No, because there's no attack roll involved,
Yeah.
that's not really allowed by the rules.
All right.
Do
I have
you
another question.
Hmm?
I can direct them presumably to where because they auto hit, I can direct them to a degree. Can I send them all at his hand?
Yes, you can hit him in the hand,
Yeah.
and then he'll have
A chance to
a
maintain his
dexterity
grip.
check to try and hang on to it.
Yes.
The other option is we can switch. And I'm really, really milking this 20 something that you rolled for a stealth. But the other option is I could go for an attack roll on the vial with an attack spell,
Mhm.
and you can go for the kid.
Just not tell sure what I'm going to do with the kid. You're sure he's drugged and not under a spell, so that.
Yeah, I rolled nat 20 on it.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, that rules out remove curse. That rules out dispel magic. We don't have restoration
Mhm.
magic, so. And you have that medicinal. Well, you have at least a few forms of medicine on you that might be able to cure the condition.
True, but we're not going to have much time
Yeah.
once we are discovered.
Uh, can I borrow that salve that cures poisons? And
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if you know from your natural 20 if this would work on this or not.
we don't have enough time to go into a whole lot of detail here, though. But I can give you the salve,
Yeah.
and then we can roll our numbers and see what happens.
All right. I'm going to assume because you're willing to at least lend me the salve to try and cure the student, that there's at least a chance of success.
All right.
So I'll go with that, and you can.
This is where we're gonna work this.
Yeah.
You're gonna roll a dexterity check, and this is gonna be involved in pulling the kid back
Yeah.
and applying the salve to him. We're gonna just do one roll for that.
All right. And you
And
are going to
I'm
attack.
gonna, and at your cue for this
Mhm.
is seeing. Well, the best thing I have would be a chromatic orb at this point.
Okay. And you're going for the vial.
Then I'll aim for the vial.
All right. Well, in that case, I think you should roll first.
All right. So I will knock off a third levels. Oh,
Are you casting at third level?
no, second level.
So second level. Okay.
Second level spell slot is what I meant to say. Well, that's well into the 20s.
Mhm.
So it is going to go flying out of his hand. It's also going to take damage. So I'm going to roll the damage.
What did you set it to out of curiosity?
Oh, well, unfortunately, I don't really have a whole lot of choices, but I'm going to set it to fire.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
just
boil
try
the
it.
contents.
Yeah. So where are my d8s? There we are. Oh, why do I roll really well when it doesn't matter? The bolt of energy hits the flask. It goes flying, And even before it hits the ground, you see the contents spraying out and bubbling, and also the vial itself breaking. And then it hits the ground, and it just poof.
All right. Simultaneously.
And it is disgusting in smell, like the worst thing you've ever smelled.
Yep. All right. Simultaneously. I roll a 15 on my
Yep.
dexterity check to pull the student back and to apply the salve.
All right.
So
you pull him back.
Yep.
So we were here.
Yeah.
He was not far, like he was standing behind him, like the chair was left here. You pull him back and are in the process of applying the salve as we roll for initiative because we have a very irate old dude.
A very irate old wizard. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, my initiative sucks. What else is new?
I would like you give this for free, not free, but you have to roll for it. An insight check on Purgal, please. Oh, I got 14. What'd you get for initiative?
I have a 6.
All right, good old dude. Let's see. I have your stats here somewhere.
All right, I rolled a 13 on my insight check.
One sec. Ha, he has a natural 20. I don't have to bother rolling, checking his dexterity. He's going first.
That's 2 natural 20s in a row for initiative.
Yeah, I'm wasting natural 20s, giving it to all the bad guys and things that don't matter. All right. Jack O'Neill would say, this guy is a few fries short of a Happy Meal. He is bonkers.
The one good news that I'm taking in this entire situation is I was not the one that blasted the vial out of his hand.
He turns around.
What's your initiative?
Mine's 14.
Does the student have one?
His is not. No, he's not functional yet.
Okay.
You can roll him in now if you want. Go for it.
Oh, you want me to roll?
Yeah, sure.
Oh. The drugged out student rolls higher than me with a 14.
All right.
Do you have a dexterity modifier?
I'm not going to bother at this point. Mostly because I haven't rolled this character.
Okay.
We're just going to assume he has a normal dexterity.
Oh, so that may not actually... Alright, so I'm just going to put him as 14. I'm going to put him after you.
Alright. That's fine, because I have a modifier, and we'll assume he doesn't.
Yeah.
Alright. What are you going to do, you crazy old bugger?
So he turns around, sees your wand trailing smoke as the chromatic orb leaves. Oh, no, you have your diamond. You have to use...
No, my diamond.
Yeah, you have the diamond, which is trailing smoke as you cast a chromatic orb, and sees me pulling the student back and opening a jar of salve.
He is literally frothing at the mouth at this point because he's gone through everything we've gone through. He's gone through, plus a bunch of research, and he is thoroughly pissed.
I'm really glad we decided to go for this route. Destroy the potion. This is fun.
Yep. All right, you can do a whole pile of stuff.
Yeah, a very high-level wizard. Hopefully he spent a lot of it getting to this point.
All right, he is casting a spell.
Do I recognize it?
Arcane check if you like.
It's an 11. I don't think I recognize it.
Nope, it is not in our current level of ability to cast.
I'm very preoccupied. Well, I will attempt to counterspell.
Go for it.
Alright, since I have no clue what the spell level is, I'm just going to counter a third.
Alright, roll the d20 because it's not a third level spell.
Alright. I rolled a 15, plus 5 is 20. As far as I know, that counters everything.
It does counter this spell, and as you counter it, I'm going to give it to you for free. Globe of Invulnerability.
Alright, and the globe is shattered by that blue rippling energy I conjure for my counter spells.
And you thought he was angry before. He's barely holding together his stuff now because he's just livid.
If he's really, really old, all this anger is not good for him. Maybe he'll have a heart attack. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's 100. No, even Melzer doesn't know. He's 152 years old.
Yeah. So
Oh,
clearly
yeah,
some magic has been used to keep him young.
Yeah, there's a whole pile of modifiers here on his character.
Yeah.
He is senile, so a lot of the stuff he could do, he can't do anymore.
All right, so we come to you now.
Okay, so I'm up next. I have a crazy old dude in front of me who wants to kill me, and I have,
And then probably me.
and then I have someone sitting back in the Lyrian Academy who wants this guy brought back alive. There's a conundrum.
I mean,
I'm going to cast a 4th level spell. And for the first time ever, I'm not polymorphing myself. I'm going to attempt to polymorph him.
so it's a wisdom saving throw, and you just said he's lost control of his mental faculties. Does he have disadvantage on this? Wait. Do not roll. Do not roll. Do not roll. I've been saving this portent for something.
What is it?
Not as low as I would like it to be, but it's a 7.
It is low enough.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the crazy cackling old dude shrinks down into a little box turtle.
Aw, that's adorable.
Yep. A very angry little box turtle, but quite incapable of doing anything else. And now I'm going to roll a saving throw for the student.
Oh. Right, we haven't even gone to my turn yet. We may not need to...
No, this is the salve being applied.
Oh, okay.
He starts to blink his eyes and seems to be coming around, but it's not a short-term process.
Okay, so I've applied the salve.
Yep.
Which is my action, technically.
Yep, so I will...
And you have to mark off the fact of use something.
-1 salve, yep. Alright, we have some time
Yes.
before he converts back into a very angry old dude.
Yes. We do not have until tomorrow,
No.
which is when the Archmage was said he was going to come.
Yes.
So this is a long shot. Do you have sending prepared?
No. I don't think I've ever prepared that spell.
I was afraid of that. Okay, here's the thing. We cannot tie up a box turtle, and then when he polymorphs back, hope that he's going to be tied up as a human.
Not possible.
No. All right, so are we just hoping to get out of here?
Well, we have a couple of options. We could just leave him here and then leave, or we can take him with us and try
Deal
and
with him afterwards?
deal with him some way when he regenerates.
All right, he's like that for an hour or until he takes enough damage to run through the hit points of a box turtle, which I'm going to assume is not a lot.
Well, yeah, it's a box turtle. It's
All right.
tiny.
One of us should go pick him up.
Yep. I'll go pick up the crazy box turtle dude.
Yeah. I say, so the student's roused?
He's dazed,
All right.
but he's mobile. So
You grab the turtle. I'll assist with this individual.
Yep.
I say we go back to the teleportation circle.
All right.
And hope that's possible.
We don't know. Let's find out.
Let's go find out.
Yep.
Let's hope the statue doesn't attack us again.
Nope. We go through the door.
Yeah.
The statue does not reanimate.
All right, that's good.
Go through the other door. And
Stand in the circle.
Stand on the circle.
This is one really, really, really angry turtle this way because we're taking him back through all of the...
And we end up through here.
It worked. All right. The sign said that other circle led to the way out.
Yep. So we walk across here
Okay.
and we teleport. And we end up here.
Okay. That was not as helpful as I was hoping it was going to be.
This is now where we are.
So back at the beginning.
We're at the beginning.
All right. So now what?
Yes. Now we seem to be stuck.
Yes, because I assume. All right. Let's step out of the circle and step back in. Does it take us out?
No, it
No.
doesn't function that way.
Okay. So this is just a standard teleportation circle at this point.
You receive a message.
Oh. Okay, what do I receive?
You hear in your head,
I assume you mean sending, not message.
yeah. Well, you receive a message, meaning, yeah, you're the recipient of a sending spell.
All right.
You seem to be successful. I'm assuming Purgal is the turtle.
Yes. You might want to come now, if at all possible, to get us out of here because he's not going to be a turtle for long.
Well,
Also, we left his wheelchair behind. That's another 25 words.
all right, step back.
All right, step out of the
You can't
circle.
say that. Sorry.
I step out. I'm going to. Let's just assume we're out of the circle at this point. We take them all out, and he's going to come in. Hopefully.
And moments later, yeah, Melzer pops into the circle.
Yeah. Well, the rescue mission kind of worked. The fact that we rescued someone who needed rescuing from someone.
Yes. Let's see how he's going to take this news.
Well, we can not do it here.
Oh, he's a very, very sad person. He seems like, imagine, your lifelong idol.
Yeah, this is someone who was his hero and mentor, I assume, and he's
Yeah, and he's gone bonkers.
yeah,
Yeah. Says, I understand. All
yeah.
right. He casts the spell again. We step through the circle. We end up back
In his quarters.
In his quarters. And he says, hand me the turtle.
Hand me the turtle.
And I guess you should take the poor student to the infirmary.
Yeah, so I was just is there an infirmary?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has some sort of medical facilities.
All right. So we don't know where that is, but I'm going to ask for directions.
Yeah, he'll send for a page.
Yeah.
The problem is, can you please continue to concentrate on this spell for a little longer?
All right, Jonas, maintain concentration on polymorph for as long as you can.
Yeah. So anyway, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with my old mentor and friend.
Yeah, because I had I had two options really for incapacitating him.
Yeah.
One was banishment, which lasts a minute.
Yep.
And the other was frost breath.
Yeah, which might just kill him.
I don't think that would weigh very heavily on my conscience. To quote Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
I do not believe his death would weigh very heavily on my conscience.
He's nuts. Oh, senile.
And he was willing to sacrifice just someone, some innocent student, to become a lich.
Yeah. So I did not plan for this part as far as discourse on what's going to happen to him, because honestly, I didn't think he was going to make it out there alive.
Yeah, well, went really well, despite one really, really horrible section that I hope to never have to relive ever again.
I have to make more of those trees now.
Well, the surprise has been ruined.
Yeah, next time you see one of those trees, you're just going to run.
Yeah, next time we see what this tree's gonna make it lethal.
Yeah. This is all part of a test.
All right. So I assume we're going to leave Malzra with his former mentor and his now ruined and shattered childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at some point in the next few minutes, I realize that my spell is no longer something I can concentrate on.
Okay. I assume we will possibly be filled in about that at some point at a later date. Possibly.
Yep. Yeah. And that's basically that. The funny thing is he had counterspell prepared, but he was so freaked out. I rolled for it to see if he would do it, but he was just shocked that
Yeah.
someone would counter his spell. He didn't bother trying to counter your counter.
Well, he was arrogant and he was senile, like you said.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a whole pile of modifiers and everything he does here.
Okay.
He's a very interesting character for an 11th level wizard.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. Please remember to like and subscribe. And please join us here again next time as we continue our adventures in the wilds of Taiga. And, well, let's put it this way. After this session, I'm not sure how much more worse the dragon can do to us.
And the tree was great, wasn't it?
But we will discuss the tree off camera.
Right
Good
on.
night, everyone.